this again. Now I have my cursor back. Okay, I want to show you, after tables, another couple tags that are going to make your site, your page, a little bit more interactive, and I'll give you we can be like checking for today during work time. Okay? If we go to the resources here, the next one is lists. Lists are another way that you can have these nested elements within one another, and you can create either bulleted lists or numbered lists are going to be the simplest ways that I can demonstrate right here. You're going to see there are two different types of lists. There are unordered, which are bullet points, because there is no order, right? There is no particular, this one's first, this one's second, this one's third. It is an unordered list. It's just bullet points, right? And they will just be small black circles by default. We can change them later. An unordered list is for bullets, okay? So if an unordered list is for bullets, what does that make an ordered list? If it's in order. What kind of output is an ordered list going to create? Yeah, numbers, exactly. So keep in mind, ordered list equals numbers, unordered equals bullets. Okay? And to start those, just like we started a table, we need some type of container, which is the specific kind of list. Right? And thankfully there are only two to remember instead of all the table pieces. We're just going to look at UL for unordered and OL for ordered. So, if we go back to our output right here, our example, go underneath the table, and if I wanted to start a bulleted list, is that unordered or ordered list? Unordered, exactly. So, just like table row and table data are abbreviations, they're short, shift comma, UL, shift period, enter, will create a bucket for me to put list items, LI is the element tag for list items, inside of my unordered list container here. Okay, somebody give me 3 things we can put on this list. Or let's get up to 3 things. What should I put on the list? Milk, okay. So if I wanted to make like a grocery list, for example, I would create a list item by go shift comma, LI for list item, shift period, and like table data, we want to keep this one straight. This is not an element yet because it doesn't have content, and our content is milk. So Control S, refresh. You're going to see a bulleted list appear underneath the table, after the table end tag, with the list item for milk. Somebody else give me something to put on my unordered list here. Leche. We got leche. We have milk already. Is it 2 different types? Agua. Okay, we can work with agua. So shift comma, LI, shift period, shift period, going to create another list item. Inside of the content section, the ingredients, right? AQUA, Control S, refresh. That's going to add aqua underneath our milk because the list item comes after milk in the stack order. You see how these elements start to stack up? You see how the more code you write on your page, the more it becomes a stacked list? Or a stacked set of elements. That's that idea of stack order. The things you tell it to write first are the first things that come out. Give me one last thing to put on our unordered list here. Jellyfish. I don't know where you're shopping, but I gotta get there. Okay, so should I put the word jellyfish after this /li? Yes, no, maybe so. Should I put it before this LI right over here? No, where should I put it? In between, exactly, right here. So we put our jellyfish, Control S, refresh, and then there it is, our crazy shopping list for milk, water, and jellyfish. Okay? We can do the exact same thing with OL as our container instead of UL. But if I type OL, what does that stand for? Ordered list. And an ordered list differs how? It's numbered, exactly. So shift comma, OL, I got my caps lock on, shift period, enter. Let's do 3 more list items on our ordered list. What should we put on our ordered list? Should we rank? No, we shouldn't rank. What are we thinking? Yeah. You get me? Peanut butter. All right. So shift comma, LI, exactly the same type of list item. We're going to put peanut butter, Control S, refresh. That's going to appear as spot number 1 because it's first in the stack order. peanut butter is first in our stack order, putting it at spot number 1. Give me 2 more of these, then we'll talk about links, and then I'll help you with your project 1. Okay? Sandwich, a whole sandwich. Shift comma, li, shift period. We're going to write out the word sandwich. So once I hit refresh, what number should come after number 1? It's not a silly question. I want you to think about this. 2, exactly. Right? Pretty easy yes. Okay. What's our third list item for our ordered list?
Ingredients.
Just ingredients in general. Gotcha. Okay. Ingredients. See if I can spell that right the first try. Refresh. That's going to put it at number 3. Okay? So this idea that you've seen with the table and with the lists is the idea of nesting. Okay? If we look at this example right here, from line 20 to line 24, is the parent OL or is the parent LI? Or sorry, UL. Is the parent UL on line 20 and 24, or are the parents LI on lines 21, 2, and 3? Which one comes first between parents and children in the biological sense? UL, exactly. Because it's first in the stack order, because it becomes a container for its children, UL is the parent and LI are the children. Okay, let's do that one more time with table. If we look at our whole table element right here, is table a parent, a grandparent, or a child? It's a grandparent. Why do you say grandparent? It comes first, and how many generations are there?
4.
There's 3, but I see the 4. You got it. So, the table is the grandparent. The table row are a set of 4 children from the grandparent, so these are our parents. And then all of the children are the data that live inside of those containers. So with nested elements, you can stack parents and children and create different types of outputs on your site. Okay? The last thing I want to show you before we get to finishing up project number 1 is the anchor tag. This one's probably the easiest to get working because it does not have, at a basic level, any type of nesting. Okay? It does not have any type of stacking that needs to happen. Excuse me. So another way that you can see stack order, let me close this here, is on line number 2 we have our image, and it's one of the first things that gets placed in our output, right? It's the Seahawks logo above the table. Because we told the computer the image comes before the table. If I were to put my cursor, my mouse, my type guy, my cursor, right at the start of line number 3, and hit enter, it's going to move everything below it down to line number 4 and open up some space on line 3. Another part of stack order that's important to recognize is that whatever you code first gets rendered or placed on the site first. So because we have our image and then our table and then our lists, it's going to happen that same way in the output. It's going to go image and then table and then lists. The link tag, like the links when you click on my resources page, or like the links when you click on the enter your exit task discussion stuff in Canvas, those are all using something called the anchor tag. So it's kind of confusing because when we talk about links later in web design, the link that you use in code, where you write out LINK, is a little different than the link you're imagining when I say that word. All right? Let me explain that in a little bit different way. If we look at, let's get out of here. We look at the anchor tag here. You're going to see, much like an image, we need a source, but instead of a source, it's got a different type of attributes. It's got 4 letters instead of 3. What are the 4 letters right after the A tag on W3 Schools that you can see either on your screen or on mine? href. Anybody else see an href? Href is another acronym. It stands for Hypertext Reference, which is way too much to type, so we call it href. Okay? I will refer to it most frequently this semester as HiRef. There's a secret I in there. Okay? So when you need to create a link, imagine that you are anchoring that link to your page with the A tag, the anchor tag. Okay? So somebody give me a site that they want to link to their About Me page. YouTube? Let's go with YouTube. So if I go to YouTube, remember back to the Image source, we got a URL at the top, the Universal Resource Locator. This is my YouTube homepage. All right? If the source lives in the URL bar, where do you think the href lives, the href? They're actually roommates. They live in the same spot. Okay? So this is my href right here. If I click on that, copy it, that will become the href attribute that I'm going to write right here. How do you write that? Shift comma, A, shift period. This is not quite a complete link yet. What's it missing? What is it missing? What? My actual link. How do I give my actual? How do I put my actual link, like an image, inside of my anchor tag here? It's the hypertext reference word I just taught you. Href? Yep. Href. 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 And then I can hit enter, and just like SRC, it's going to have equals quotes. All right? So I can paste my link, Control V, to youtube.com inside of that href quotation marks. And so when I refresh my stuff and I Control S to save, YouTube should appear on the page, right? Any guesses why it's not appearing? Is there something I'm missing on line number 3? The end tag has a href. You can see it's the /a right here. But you're close. What goes between the start tag and the end and the stop tag? End tag. What about right here? Anything that I put in between my start anchor tag and my end anchor tag will become what is a clickable link. Okay? Yep, the content, right? So you want your content from a design standpoint to help your user understand where they're going, right? So instead of, I could just put YouTube because it's assumed that all of us know what YouTube is. You can see it's appearing right here over next to my Seahawk logo. But whatever content I put in here will be what my user sees as a clickable link. So if I say visit YouTube, just like you could say visit my athletic.net stats, or visit my favorite band's webpage, or visit my favorite movie series right now, visit my favorite wiki, check out my favorite Lego sets, right? Whatever you put in between those anchor tags becomes the clickable part of the link, becomes the clickable part of the anchor. And they can be any length. So if I go grab, I was going to do the whole B-movie script, but that might take too long. All tags, like I've been emphasizing, all elements need a start tag, some content, and an end tag. Right now, our link, because I took away the text, does not have any content, does not make it a complete element. So if we call this YouTube once more, Control S to save, refresh. If I go to my output, you can see I can hover over YouTube, and when I click on it, it takes me to wherever the hypertext reference says to go. Just like when we tell the computer, put an image here, here's where you find the image. We tell the computer, anchor a link right here, here's the link, click on it to go there. Okay? This all making sense? For example, perhaps you want to link the Google Doodles that I see you on right now, as maybe something you use for your anchors. Thank you. I will show you one last little thing on anchors, and then I want to help y'all practice these 3 new elements, adding them to your About Me pages, as well as making sure they're saved. Okay, you can add another attribute to an anchor called target equals underscore blank. And what's that is going to do, so TARGET equals underscore blank, if I can spell it. Oop. Don't know what happened there. Underscore blank. Watch what happens. So if I refresh and save, my output doesn't look any different, right? It's still the green with the link on the side. If I click on YouTube, look how it behaves differently. It opens it in a new tab now. Wow. So exciting. So I can keep my other original site, my About Me page, open, and adding this target underscore blank will add your, whatever link you put in the href will open in a new tab. Okay? And that concludes Blakeney's Yap. The rest of the time is for experimenting with these tags, working on project number 1, asking questions that you might have, which I highly encourage, and completing your About Me page. Well, we skipped over folders just a little bit. We skipped over local images just a little bit. I think we'll do that after break. I'm changing my mind. So for now, just stick with online images and a couple different text-based elements like these. Okay? Show me on your thumbs how you're feeling. You can be honest. Totally will not hurt my feelings. It's my job to make you understand this, or help you understand this, I mean. Okay, perfect. We will be around. We have a little bit less than an hour to work on our About Me pages. We're going to style them on Thursday and make sure they have what they need by Friday to submit. Okay? Good luck. Jake and I will be around. Please ask any questions that you have.